help you to understand the alkenes, alkanes, and aromatics. You will also know the rules to put in order the letters and numbers to the hydrocarbons. The EUPAC is the International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. It's the world authority on chemical nomenclature and terminology, including the naming of new elements in the periodic table, the standard of methods of measurement, and on atomic weights and many other critically evaluated data.
So after beginning to the UPAC system, we have to know and stay clear what is a hydrocarbon and its classification. What is a hydrocarbon? It's some component made only by carbon or hydrogen, and it's divided by saturated and unsaturated. On the saturated ones, we have the alkenes that has only single bonds. In the unsaturated ones, we have the alkenes that have double bonds, the alkynes that has triple bonds, and the aromatics that has a specific smell.
Well, first of all, we need to know what is an alkane, and an alkane is a saturated hydrocarbon. Also, an alkane is a single covalent bond, which means that is a shared pair of electrons. Well, for naming the alkenes, we're going to use the UPAC system or the UPAC rules, which the first step of it is to choose the longest chain in the carbon chain, and also you need to identify it. After you identify the longest chain, you need to number the carbons from the nearest part where a substituent is. The third rule is to identify the substituents, and obviously the next step is to name the substituents, but also identify the place where they are. If the same alkyl group is repeated, well, you can use the prefix D3 and others. At the end, or the final step, name the permanent chain, okay, and use the prefix plus "-ane". By the way, separate the names from numbers using commas, and numbers from letters with hyphens.
This is an example to name alkynes, where first we need to count the number of atoms and circle the long parent chain. Then we need to name the number each atom, and we saw that methyl is in the same parent group, so we need to put it in order. The both methyl are in number 2, so we put methyl protein. And this is how we name an alkane.
In organic chemistry, an alkene is an unsaturated hydrocarbon that contains at least one carbon and one carbon double bond. Alkynes are characteristically more unsaturated than alkenes, although they add 2 equivalents of bromine, whereas an alkene adds only 1 equivalent in the reactions. Aromatic compounds are often drawn as cyclic alkenes, but their structure and properties are different and they're not considered to be alkenes.
Well, here is how to name the hydrocarbons. The first thing we need to do is count the number of carbons present in the chain, in the parent chain. In this case, it's this one, the only chain it has. And Then with the prefix list, we count the number of carbons, and since we have two carbons, it is eth. The prefix is eth, and since it is an alkene, thanks to the double bond, we can name it ethene. We then have the alkyls that, by using the prefix list, we can count there are 3 carbons, so it is named prop. The prefix is prop, and the suffix is il, thanks to the alkyl ending, so we can name it propyl. It is an alkyl thanks to the triple bond present in the parent chain. And then we have the aromatics. These ones are a little bit more difficult to name, but here we